Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article from Mike over at Light Reading. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So this morning, Hans Vestberg presented at the UBS conference, and there's some very interesting stuff said during that conference. One thing, Verizon shifts 5G build out from coverage to satisfaction and revenue. So now they're looking to make a return on that investment. They initially spent $50+ billion plus early clearing, and that was just a lot of money on just one spectrum band, right? So he's hinting at this being a generational spectrum portfolio, and that they want to build a network once. They just want to build it once, but now they're really going for that satisfaction, right? They clearly know, they have the numbers where they build C-band, the churn is dropping. It's much lower versus non-C-band markets. So they're taking all of that into consideration where and when they built the network. One thing he did mention, like I just said, they want to build the network one time. They want to touch these sites, get everything upgraded, whatever they need to do and take care of, and then be done. And then you really go for that. You chase that satisfaction and you chase that revenue. And if he even said, if that build requires more densification, then so be it. We will build more densification, but we want to do it one time. We don't want to have to go back several times. We just want to do it once. And he stood very firm on that. And if we do it once, he says, and we sell the network as a service, now I can make revenue. I can do FWA, I can do business, I can do FWA for business. He's like, I have several different options and flexibility on how I want to sell this network that I'm building. He's like, and then he talked about my home and my plan, which my home is for the broadband, my plan is for the wireless side. He says they're seeing traction, they're seeing momentum. We'll see, right? We'll see what the momentum that we want to see and the momentum that they're actually going to present, right? We want to see good, healthy volumes. 150, 200,000 a quarter on the consumer side is totally fine. But if they're going to continue just shedding the people that don't want to pay the increases that Verizon continues to present, then then we'll tackle that when we get there. But he also says he really doesn't want to pull the pricing lever much anymore. He'd rather increase the value to make people step up to pay more. And I know we recently saw a fee increase, but I like him saying that. I like that approach better, right? Implement something into the base that people can choose to pay more, not being forced to pay more because Verizon wanted to increase price. And I think that will settle the churn as well. So building out the C-band is a critical part, but you not forcing price increases onto the base anymore, that also will settle your churn and perhaps lower it. And then the people that are paying more, they really chose to pay more because they see the value. So that's really up to them. So be on the lookout for that, for the My Plan, for them to increase additional value. I don't know what that looks like. He didn't really mention that. If that's going to be more bundling of streaming, I don't know what else creative or innovative they could come up with, but it looks like they're looking at it already. So Verizon's early 5G efforts in C-band spectrum involved expanding coverage. Now, according to the company's CEO, that work is shifting towards customer satisfaction and revenue opportunities. It's a very interesting situation, right? It's kind of the same thing if you really think about it. The coverage piece, and then now you're shooting for satisfaction. The only way you can achieve satisfaction, in my view, is to deploy the C-band. So you have to extend the coverage regardless, right? They just wanted, Verizon very early on, they just wanted to accelerate that and do it quicker. That's why they spent more. Now you're coming down, the CapEx is coming down, your CapEx is back to regular levels. So now you're still spending a lot because other projects are completing, like One Fiber and several other things. So you're actually coming down in capex, but you're still able to spend relatively similar levels of wireless capex because you still got fiber and business and global and all that other stuff that you're spending money on. So there's still a good chunk of money going towards wireless and effective, right? They just want it to be very effective, right? You don't just want to spend money just because you want to be able to make the revenues, the return on investment. So no no complaints for me there. I mean, they need to do that. They need to be smart. They need to be very smart on how they approach this. So just wanted to share this first part with you guys. The UBS conference was about 45 minutes long. Mike Seward also presented for T-Mobile, so be on the lookout for that video. It's getting very interesting, right? It's more of a in regards to excitement. Be on the lookout, if you will. It's going to be with Verizon and T-Mobile to create value and be creative. AT&T, they present tomorrow, but they just had their Investors Day. I don't want to say they're going to be boring, but they're kind of going to fade out. They're going to come in with some certain deals, and then you're just kind of forget, right? They don't really do much on the streaming side or creating much more value, at least comparatively to T-Mobile and Verizon. They don't really compete much there on the value side, but they do offer new and existing customers get the same deal, so people are attracted to that. And right, who are we to argue? They still have the lowest churn in the industry, so there's not much you can say about that. It's a statistics, it's a fact, it's on black and white, so there's not much we can say. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets as it's Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.